Hey, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about phonics and why it's important. Phonics is a method of teaching children to read, write and spell. And when phonics is taught explicitly and systematically, it helps them to hear, identify and use sounds in words. So learning to read, write and spell is like learning a code. And phonics helps children learn that code by connecting sounds to individual or groups of letters. And when they combine those sounds together, it helps them make words. Now, phonics is making the connection between a sound and a letter. Knowing the connection between a letter and the sound it makes forms the basis for reading, writing and spelling. Now, in a phonics lesson, children are shown a letter and taught the sound it represents. For example, this is S, this is M, and this letter says T. Now, there is a specific systematic order in which to teach the letters and sounds. It's not in alphabetical order. So, sounds that occur frequently in simple words are taught first. And children are often taught these sounds, which are S, A, T, P, I, M, first, so that they can sound out a wide variety of words. Now, short vowels are taught before long vowels. Now, the next step is blending and segmenting. Children are taught how to blend, and in phonics, this refers to bringing the individual sounds all together to read a word. And segmenting in phonics activities is breaking the words into their individual sounds to spell and write the word. So what they'll do is they will start reading and writing VC words, which are vowel consonant words, and CVC, which are consonant vowel consonant words. So let's go over an example of what this would sort of look like. So when your child is learning to blend, firstly, they say each sound, then they stretch the sounds and blend it together. So it would look like this. For the word sat, it would sound like this. S-at. So we look at each individual sound. S-at. Then we want to sort of stretch those sounds out a bit. S-at. S-at. Stretch it. S-at. And then we want to blend it all together, sort of like we're going down a roller coaster or a slippery dip, which is what I say and get my students sometimes then to also use that hand action. So then we would go s-at, s-at. So we blend those first two sounds together, s-at, and then add the t, s-at, s-at. And now we're going down that roller coaster or slippery dip, s-at, s-at, sat, sat. So let's try another one for map. We look at the individual sounds. M, a, p. M, a, p. Then we want to stretch them out and join them together. Map, 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 map. So we want that process to become smooth and quick.
As your child's skills develop, their blending will become a lot faster and it will sound something like this. Sat, sat, map, map.
To segment and spell the word, it would look like this. Now, if I was in a class, I'd say this. I would like you to write the word sat for me. I sat on the floor. What sounds can you hear? S-at. What's the first sound? S-at. S. Well done. Write that letter down for me. Now let's listen for the next sound. S-at, s-at. Great, the next one is a, and write down the a. Then you'd hear say the word again, s-at, s-at. Great, what's the final sound? T. Fantastic, and write that word down, write that letter down for me as well. So that's how we would then segment the sounds so they can spell it and write it. Just note that the medial sound can be harder for children to hear than the initial and the final sounds. So after they have done CVC words, then they'll learn CVCC words such as sits, or CCVC words such as spin, And then CVCC words such as pats. And then they get to longer words which are like CCV/CC words like stamp. Once children know all the letters and the sounds corresponding with them from A to Z, then they will learn digraphs, which are two letters coming together to make one sound, such as these. So we've got sh, ch, w. Then they will learn vowel digraphs, such as the E and A, and split digraphs, such as the A split digraph as in the word cape. And then they will also learn trigraphs, which are three letters coming together to make one sound, such as ear as in here, or air as in hair. Children are also taught that there are several ways to spell one sound, such as the E sound can be written like this. So many different ways. So as you can see, there's so much for them to learn. And then they also learn about silent letters and schwa. Wait, what is schwa, I hear you asking? Have you ever heard of that sound before? Well, schwa is the most common vowel sound in an unstressed syllable. Now, any vowel letter can make the schwa sound. It sounds like a short but it's weaker, softer and short. It's really a lazy sound. And to say it, you relax everything. You relax your lips, your jaw and your tongue. So say it with me, it goes like this. Say it again. Have you ever seen an upside down E like this? Well, that's how the schwa sound is represented when looking at pronunciation guides. So let's look at some examples of the schwa sound in words for each vowel letter. Here we've got away, away, item, item, easily, pilot, support, analysis. So you can hear that lazy sound coming through. It can also be used in words that have a combination of vowel letters, like station. And schwa can also replace R-controlled vowels if they're in an unstressed syllable. For example, the sound, as in teach can be pronounced as as in the schwa sound. Now in Australia, we are known for doing this. Australians may pronounce this as teacher, instead of teach-er. You can see that difference. Now, along with everything else, children will also be taught about tricky words which you may have heard or you might refer to them as sight words. So they're the words that don't follow the normal phonics rule, such as words like was and they. Now, if you'd like more information about how to teach them, be sure to check out my other video about this. Research proves phonics is fundamental in your child's reading and writing development. Now remember, every child is unique and will progress at their own pace. So let's celebrate this exciting journey together and watch your child unlock their full potential as a reader and writer. Thanks for watching. See you next time.